All right, guys, how's everybody doing? Just thought I'd do a quick update on the giveaway club registration and how that's going. So, actually, it's going great. We have quite a bit of people registered. Now, a few of you that have been worried about confirmations, as I explained in the first video, with the instructions of how to register, I just simply cannot reply to 300 emails individually to confirm, yes, I have your info. I do check my spam folder quite often, pretty much every night. And, I definitely keep up with email. It's very important these days to a business, so an awful lot is operated in the email. So nonetheless, we've got everybody registered. I have assigned registration numbers to, I don't have an exact count, but it's quite a bit more than we thought. We've had a good response, and I'm very happy about that. And so just as I said in the first video, just relax. If you sent an email with a couple of things that are within that list of what I said I would approve, or anything reasonably available to me that proves you're in the industry, then you will be registered and you will be assigned a registration number, and you're going to be part of the giveaways. Now, right after October the 1st, as I said, it's going to shut down on the last day of September, and that's all the registration applications I'll be taking until the next round, and we're probably only going to do it a couple of times a year. I can't, it's a lot of work to do these giveaways. So the new guys will just have to watch for a while until they can register. Nonetheless, looks like we're going to have to do a little bit bigger giveaways, and because we've got so many, and I hate to just kill the odds. I'd hate to give everybody a 1 in 100 or 1 in 150 chance of winning. That just kills it for what we do. I like the 50 per list. I really like that, and everybody else seems to. So we're just going to have to try to see how many we got and how many enter each time, and see if we can up the prizes a bit. So nonetheless, the last thing that I wanted to mention that people have been concerned with, 2 or 3 people have mentioned it, is about personal information. Okay, first of all, it's not going anywhere besides me. Internally here, we are, of course, filling out a sheet for everybody and making a file. But the thing is, if you would have won a giveaway, you would have to give your name and address and phone number anyway. So I don't. That seems like a redundant concern to me, but I do understand it, so I wanted to address it for a minute. Nobody's personal name or anything is going to get shared with anybody. Now, if you are one of those who uses your personal name as your YouTube username, then okay, that doesn't matter. But nobody's street address, nobody's phone number, none of any of that is going to get shared on any of the videos or anything else. It's just not going to happen. And I guess if that's risky to you, then that's a risk you take to be part of these free giveaways. So nonetheless, just wanted to touch base on that. Now, some people have said their EPA cards and stuff are old enough that it has a social security number on it. And if yours is, that old, if your EPA certification or your state license or anything else you're showing me has your social security number on it, blank it out. Lay something over it and take a picture. Lay a piece of, just the last 4 numbers at least, or whatever, just blank it out. I don't need that. I don't need your social. All I need to know is that, you're part of the HVAC industry, you're employed in it, you work in it, or you have, or you do, or you will. So there were several ways to enter, and a lot of people have used all of them. I've got guys that sent their driver's license and their EPA card. I've got guys that sent their driver's license and their state mechanical license. I've got guys that have 2 or 3 different licenses and asked how many you want. Steve Lav says, I have 9 certifications. I'm not going to send them all. Here's a couple of them in my license. Sign me up. And by the way, Steve Lav, he's like the godfather of these videos on this to most of us. You know, he's the big channel. He's the one we all watched and started from, or a lot of us did. Steve Lav was the first one registered, by the way. So his number is RG001. So everybody's going to have a RG number, registration for giveaway number. And so what we're going to do, so hopefully that addresses, hopefully everybody's comfortable with that personal information situation. I don't want your social, but I do have to have your name, your full street shipping address, and a telephone number. I've got to have that. If you want to make it easy on me, go ahead and include your YouTube username, so I don't have to dig to figure that out. But nonetheless, as for the confirmation, so that everybody knows they're registered, right around October 1st or within the first few days, we're going to go live, and we're going to show the list. And relax, it doesn't show any information. It shows only the YouTube username and the registration number. So we're going to show that list, and that video will stay up permanently so anybody can go back and review it and look and see their number if they forget it or lose it or whatever. So that'll happen very quickly after we shut down the registration on the last day of September. We'll run it till midnight or so, and that'll be it. That'll cut off. Within the first few days, we'll go live and we'll show everybody their registration number. Then, after that, you will use that registration number to, to sign up for the giveaways or to register for the giveaways. So, for example, we'll be doing some giveaways with these new Testo Smart Probes. They're really not new, it's just the case is new. Some of you may have seen it, but they didn't go up on the money any, not bad. Same thing as the little setup here, but this new case has the little punch outs or the little pull outs in the foam to lay the temperature probes, you know, for your Delta T in the house, a couple different tools. You can, I think there's room for a micron gauge. There's room for a lot of things in there, a couple of little core removal tools. So this is a nice kit now with room to put other tools in it. Excuse me. And we're going to be doing some of those. Going to be doing some of the new Hillmore bender kits that have the reverse bars in the kit and in the case, and a place to put them in the case. So those are coming along. Those are a little bit nicer now. I really like that new kit. Eventually, we will get to the Field Piece JobLink probes. One day, somebody's going to knock these out of the park, and there's going to be a complete setup of these smart probes. And I hope it's Field Piece that does it, but I have no idea who it'll be. But one day, somebody's going to have one that has the built-in micron sensor, the micron gauge. Everything's going to be done from it. Not sure how they're going to work that out, because that's a sensitive tool right there, the sensor for microns. But nonetheless, in my opinion so far, even though I haven't tried it out, I think that Field Piece is probably riding the top of the scale there with the smart probe industry. Although I really like the first one, the Sporlan, or at least that's the first one I had, was the Sporlan in the blue case. I really like those. Nonetheless, very soon after we go live and show everybody their giveaway numbers, we will decide what to do on the giveaways. Like I said, we got to do something to make them bigger. We got to do something to accommodate all the people. So I'm gonna get a bunch of you in here, and we're just gonna have a a live powwow on the chats and go back and forth in a family-friendly environment. That's one thing important to me is all of our behavior and language. So far, we've kept that pretty clean on the channel, and I'd like to move forward in that same manner. Nonetheless, it's just something that's important to me. But nonetheless, I look forward to it. I look forward to getting back going with the giveaways. It was a lot of fun for me. I know a lot of guys had a lot of fun, and a lot of guys won. Believe it or not, a lot of guys won 2 or 3 times, not necessarily in a row, but I don't know. Some of you were here for almost every one of them, so I'm not telling you anything, but that is a little something different to see out of hundreds of people, and then you got a gang of 150 that are registered 2 or 3 times in a row, and the same guy wins more than once. What are the odds of that happening? But I do look forward to get them back going. So let's hope that very quickly after the 1st of October, we've got all the details worked out. And I'm going to get some of your opinions on it. And that's the reason it's not 100% set in stone yet. But nonetheless, there's going to be some good prizes. Going to have a good time, or at least I'm going to try. I know I'm going to, and I hope everybody else does. I really appreciate everybody's support. I appreciate you watching my videos. And that's the reason I do these giveaways, because I very much appreciate you subscribing to me. I appreciate you watching my videos. I've got a lot of positive feedback from a lot of you, and gotten to know a few friends in the community. So I really do appreciate that. I appreciate the guys that helped me get started. I really appreciate Zach. He's Zach's a good guy. Of course, that is, HVAC Shop Talk podcast. He's a heavy hitter here in the community, and he's helped me a lot, and I really appreciate him. I appreciate the support from Steve Lav. I appreciate the support from Brad. Brad is, of course, HVAC in SC, which is for South Carolina, HVAC in South Carolina. And, really appreciate all the other guys and all the other channels, and I support them, and so I hope they watch mine as much as I watch theirs. I don't miss anything from any of those guys. So anyway, hopefully that gives everybody a little update, and you'll see and hear from me very quickly, and we'll get this thing going again. Thanks for watching.